Hi guys, this is Dr. Nida with Keys of Health. What I am going to share with you today can solve many of our modern health problems. I always say that your healthcare starts from your kitchen. What you eat and drink has a direct effect on your health and well-being. You can eat the right amount of calories, but if these calories are not coming from the right sources, they will not feed your body on a cellular level and your health will be affected. So, knowing these simple keys of health makes a world of difference, and I'm going to hand you one such key today. So, let's go to this video's topic. If you or someone you know is struggling with weight issues, weak sexual desire, enlarged prostate, obesity, blood clots, cholesterol, cysts, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, irregular menstruation, acne, or early puberty onset, especially in young girls, the culprit is estrogen. And majority of this estrogen is entering our bodies through the food we eat and environmental sources. If we are aware of what might be hurting us, we can eliminate it and solve most of these problems. And even better than that, prevent them from happening in the first place. All right, let's start. First of all, our bodies are an amazing miracle. Everything is perfectly balanced. If any of the hormones are imbalanced, it wreaks havoc on the body. So you want to avoid those foods which can cause this imbalance, this problem. And among all the hormones, the most common one causing a lot of problem for our health is estrogen. So if you are struggling with any of the health concerns I mentioned, eliminate estrogen from your diet as much as possible. And even if you're perfectly healthy, you should still consider reducing the amount of estrogen you consume. The first thing in our diet that is full of phytoestrogen is soybeans. Soybeans are commonly used in many households and cause estrogen levels to increase tremendously. If you want to use soybean, make sure you consider these 3 points. Make sure they are non-GMO, organic, and fermented. If these 3 conditions are met, then soybean use is fine. If you eat it once in a while, or if you are vegetarian and soy is a big part of your diet, it is fine for you to use soy if it meets these 3 conditions. The second reason is wheat. Grains, mainly wheat, corn, and barley, contain ZEA. ZEA has a disruptive effect on the hormonal balance, mainly due to its similarity to naturally occurring estrogens. So basically, it acts like estrogen in the body. Now, realistically speaking, which household doesn't have wheat and corn? And I'm not talking about gluten here. Even gluten-free wheat contains ZEA. So if you're using wheat, corn, and barley, you are getting that extra estrogen. The next culprit is sugar. Sugar has 2 main problems here. It increases insulin levels, which lead to low sex hormone binding globulin, or SHBG. SHBG holds hormones together. When it is low, you have free testosterone, free estrogen, and their levels increase in blood. When insulin levels are increased in the blood, the sex hormone binding globulin decreases and causes an increase in either estrogen or testosterone levels in the body, which can cause illnesses including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, PCOS, and other conditions. The other problem with sugar is that sugar is the reason behind fat accumulation in the body, especially the belly fat. And belly fat contains high levels of an enzyme called aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. So sugar is causing double the trouble here. This can lead to obesity, muscle weakness, blood clots, PCOS, and a lot of other issues like I just mentioned a few minutes ago. The next thing which is causing estrogen levels to increase in our bodies is a chemical found in plastics, especially water, juice, and milk bottles, and other plastic items including containers, baby bottles, and toys. It is called BPA. BPA is an endocrine disruptor. It can mimic estrogen to interact with estrogen receptors, contributing to a ton of problems, including cancer. Make sure you buy BPA-free products. BPA wreaks havoc on the entire endocrine system. It affects the pituitary gland, the thyroid, the adrenals, testes, ovaries. There is barely any modern household that is free of this chemical. It's no wonder that hormonal imbalances are on a rise. This is something we need to be really mindful of. The next thing that is found in almost all households, which is problematic, is milk, especially commercial milk. These large industries add hormones to cow feed to get them to produce more milk over an extended period of time. These hormones are then passed on to consumers through this product. The same is true for chicken and meat from large commercial farms. Hormones and antibiotics are added to animal feed to expedite growth, and these eventually enter our bodies when we eat the meat. So try to go for organic, antibiotic free, and hormone free milk, eggs, and meat. Now, just think about this for a moment. If contraceptive pills can cause hormonal imbalance and a range of symptoms, what about stuff that is entering our bodies on almost daily basis from sugar, wheat, soybean, milk, chicken, and plastic? Guys, do something about these in your homes, even if you're healthy and don't have any health concerns. First thing you want to do is eliminate the use of the things I mentioned as much as possible, especially when it comes to growing children. You want to keep these out of their lives as much as you possibly can. The second thing you want to do is detox your liver. Your liver is the main filtration organ in your body. There are many things that can hinder the performance of the liver. Parasites and viruses can affect the liver, immune system abnormalities, fat accumulation, medications, alcohol and drug use. So liver is under constant onslaught, really. If your liver is not functioning optimally, then your liver may not be able to properly remove estrogen at its normal rate. That means estrogen can be poorly metabolized and can get reabsorbed in the body. So detoxing your liver is a key to removing excess estrogen from your body. An easy and effective way to detox is by taking milk thistle. You can take milk thistle 150 milligrams 2 to 3 times daily. I recommend that you take it for 3 months at a time maximum and then take a break for a month before restarting again. But it is always better to work with a naturopath who can advise you on the correct dosage for you. In general, for good liver health, add seaweed and cruciferous vegetables in your diet, eat berries, grapefruit, and increase bitter foods like bitter melon, dandelion greens, and green tea in your diet. Lettuce and spinach are also very important when it comes to estrogen detoxification and hormonal balance. Lettuce and spinach are good for both men and women and can help keep you young for a very, very long time. The next thing is DIM. There is more and more research coming out supporting the role of DIM as an aid to estrogen metabolism. Since it helps support healthy estrogen balance, it helps with symptoms from PMS, acne, and fibroids. It is naturally found in cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. So cruciferous vegetables are your best friends here and should be part of almost every meal. Another thing that is great for balancing out estrogen is nettle tea. Just simple nettle tea. 2 to 3 times a day can do wonders for you. It is anti-inflammatory, it improves immunity, and it helps regulate estrogen levels in the body. It is one of the easiest things you can do to balance estrogen levels in your body. Last but not least, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting can be a solution to many hormonal balances. Between meals, as long as we don't snack, our insulin levels will go down and our fat cells can then release their stored sugar to be used as energy. And we have already discussed earlier what effects excess body fat can have on estrogen levels. These are fairly simple things you can do to balance your estrogen levels, which will get rid of many of your health issues. Now, this is probably the most important point. You cannot do all of this while continuing to consume wheat, corn, soybeans, and sugar, and keep on using plastics with BPA and expect these things to work. You have to stop consuming what causes the problem in the first place, and that's the only time you will see proper results. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, show me some love by liking the video, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Take good care of yourself. I will see you shortly with another video. Until then, goodbye.